Bobby Bones Show. Everybody roll.
Yeah.
This is not an April Fool's joke because we talked about it on the podcast yesterday, but Lunchbox did make it on The Price is Right. So not an April Fool's joke. You had a viewing party? Was it good?
I had a viewing party last night. It was amazing. So many people. It was so loud. I mean, we had to turn the subtitles on because I thought the kids wouldn't want to watch it, but all the kids came in and they wouldn't shut up.
So a little bit of spot's blown up because you hear his real name again.
Yeah.
And he hides that. So just so everybody knows, his name's, I'd never heard him called Daniel before.
Just Dan.
Because yesterday, we literally didn't think he got on. I thought maybe he got on. It was a bit, but I really still didn't think he got on. And so during the podcast, people started messaging me, and they said, Daniel got on the Showcase Showdown. And I'm like, I don't care. Who's Daniel? We want Lunchbox to get on. And that was Lunchbox. And so this is them calling down Daniel, right?
This is the first time I've heard it.
Okay. Oh, you haven't heard? What about at home?
It was so loud that I couldn't even hear it.
He saw the subtitles.
I saw the subtitle.
Got it. Okay, here you go.
Here it comes from Hollywood, television's most exciting hour. It's The Price is Right. Daniel Chappell, come on down.
So you were the first one out of the gate.
First one out of the gate.
That's insane.
How
tell you.
like relaxing, and maybe that's not, how much of a relief is it
Huge.
that you were the first one out of the gate?
Huge. Because when you're sitting in the audience before and you're talking to everybody around, you're like, man, I just hope I get called. I hope I get called. Oh my gosh. And they start the show and it's like, there's no way you're going to be the first one. You never think you're going to be the first one. And they said it, and I still didn't even know I was the first one. And then they did the cue card under the camera.
Oh, you couldn't hear that either.
No, because everybody's screaming and everybody's jumping up and down. And I sat there and I looked at the name, and it took about a second. And I was like, that's me! Oh! And the lady in front of me, Marilyn, she turned around before I even noticed it was me. And she was like pointing at me. I was like, oh, that is me. And I went crazy.
So, okay, they call. How long are you sitting there before they call any names?
35 minutes.
It's a long time.
Because
though,
they
huh?
got to shuffle all 220 people into the studio, and they have to tell you where to sit. So there's a lady at the back, and then there's two people in each aisle, one in each aisle, and they'll say, go see her, she'll tell you where to sit. And they boom, and they put you where, and they spread you out because I guess they want people to get called up from every section of the crowd. And so they don't want all the people getting called up in one section.
That makes sense.
I think this is 10 out of 10 that Lunchbox kept it a secret from at least us, the listeners. I have to know, did he keep it a secret from y'all too? Did you really have no idea? This is just so great. Great comedy, guys. Wonderful job.
No idea, because I wouldn't have revealed it how I revealed it if I had known. There'd have been a massive buildup to it. We were literally doing the podcast live on YouTube yesterday. You can watch the clip. Nobody thought he got on. And I'm going into my DMs because we had a client meeting right at 10 when Price is Right started, right when the show ended. Then we went into an interview at 10:30 to 11 that we recorded. Then we went back and did the podcast. And I was like, oh, did anybody see Lunchbox in the crowd? And I thought there would be pictures of Lunchbox in the crowd. And that's when people were like, Daniel got on the show. Okay. Who the crap's Daniel? So all of that played out live on the podcast yesterday. We had no idea.
No idea.
He didn't say anything to us.
No, and here's the thing. Before I went, we talked about this, guys. You guys said, hey, I know you're not allowed to say, so when you come back, we're going to ask you if you want to go travel anywhere. And I was going to do Papua New Guinea.
I forgot.
Papua New Guinea.
No, I remember that code.
Papua New Guinea.
I didn't want him to reveal it. I didn't ask him that on purpose.
Oh.
Because whatever it was, I wanted it to be, regardless, him in the crowd or him on the show, a surprise.
I swear, if you would have asked him if he's traveling anywhere and he said Papua New Guinea, I'd be like, cool, when are you going? I did not remember that.
So you go down and you're on contestants row.
Correct.
And a little bit of this we did yesterday, but it was such a blur, so I'm going to ask again. If I'm asking twice, I'm a dum-dum. You go down, and how many games did you lose before you actually got to go up?
I lost 3 games.
Were you starting to give up?
I started to panic. I started to freak out that I am about to choke this opportunity away, that I was the first name out of George's mouth.
That's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his sidekick?
Yeah, he's the one that does the announcement. He's
Okay.
up in the little booth.
Got it.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And I literally sat down while they were doing one of the games, and the guy sitting in the front row He's like, I was like, dude, I'm choking. He goes, are you Lunchbox? And he started freaking out. He's like, I'm here. Me and my wife got tickets because you guys were talking about it. And he was like, you'll be fine, dude. You made a contestant row. Who cares? And I was like, no. He goes,
That'd have been the worst because we said that. If you made it to contestants row and didn't make the stage, that'd have been worse than not making it.
I agree. And he goes, yeah, Bobby may give you a hard time. And then I looked at Marilyn, my 80-year-old friend. I said, what am I doing wrong? She goes, you're not looking at me for help. And I said, okay, I'll look at you for help. And we stand back up, and they said, and Drew says, George, give me another name. And he says, Marilyn, come on down.
Were you sitting in a place in the audience that you felt was advantageous to getting down there quickly?
I mean, I was on the aisle.
Oh, see, I'd have felt like, I'm on the aisle.
That's
This is
good.
awesome.
But there are so many aisle seats.
Yeah. Anybody else from the aisles get called down?
Marilyn.
Classic Maryland.
She was right in front of me on the aisle. And no other aisle people. I think they were all a few seats in.
You didn't watch the show after everybody left by yourself?
No.
Your house? Because I
No.
think I would have spent a minute with it. Did you watch the clip that, we all reposted it last night. Did you watch that clip?
I've seen that clip.
Yeah, but even in that clip, it's not like I wanted the part of Daniel, come on down, and it wasn't in there.
Do you wish they would have let you do Lunchbox?
Yeah.
Wait, why wouldn't they?
What's his real name? You can't do nicknames.
Yeah,
Did
can't
you
do
ask them
nicknames.
to, or did they
Big
just...
Hog, come on down. Like, we get to pick our nicknames on the show?
Well, I don't know. At school, they say, what do you want to be called by?
This ain't school.
Yeah, this isn't school, and they just take your ID and they write what's on the ID.
So
Interesting.
they offer, the trip is a trip to Temecula, California?
Temecula, California, man.
He hits that. He does the $1 thing over Marilyn, his friend. He turned on her quick.
Turned on her, man. You got to be ruthless. When you are there, you're there for yourself. I mean, you met these people an hour ago.
He goes up, and this is him talking to Drew for the first time when he hits at, like $641 or something?
It was
651.
Was it? No, it was 1,000.
Oh,
Just
I have
kidding.
no idea. Yeah, I know.
251.
That wasn't in the clip.
Oh, well, I thought with Marilyn, she said 650, and he went 651.
No, because the trip to Temecula, California was like $3,300.
Oh,
and she
dang.
bid $1,249, I believe, and I bid $1,250.
Well,
Oh, she gave you that dollar hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Numbers are hard.
All
Something
right,
like
this is
that.
Lunchbox going up to talk to Drew Carey for the first time.
I'm great.
Where you from? Where you from, bud?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. What do you do?
I work for the Bobby Bones Show. We're a morning radio show. And I came by myself because this has been a dream. And do you believe in miracles?
Did they? Are you like the sidekick guy?
Yeah, I've been to jail for the show.
I am shocked.
That's awesome.
That's a funny laugh.
George, this poor guy. Give him something good. You got to beat an 80, Daniel. Good luck, buddy.
I mean, his laugh.
That's so good.
Play me voicemail number 4 because we're running out of time. I want to make sure we get to the big stuff here first.
Lunchbox, the first name called and made it to the Showcase Showdown. Most entertaining episode of The Price is Right ever. I can't believe he made it on. Bobby, I can't believe you called it. This deserves Employee of the Year.
I did not call it. I suspected how he was acting because he wanted to avoid it, that that something happened. So a few weeks ago, I was like, I think he made it. I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Well, even your suspicion, I was like, no, I don't know why Bobby's acting like he pulled this off. There's no way.
If we would have known, this is another thing. If we'd have known, I would have never started to predict that he made it because I would have wanted it to play out better.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, I'm going, I think he made it because if he didn't, that was a fun bit too, that we waited up until it and then he didn't get on. So you went on and the game was where I saw part of the game. There were like 3 things.
Yes, there was 3 items. There was 3 pairs of Jimmy Choo shoes, a home gym, and a desktop computer. And there was 3 prices. There was a price in front of each item. 2 prices were correct. 1 price was wrong. And I had to pick which one was wrong, and I win all 3.
Man, Drew, I wish I worked out more, but I'm about to start working out when I win this. Give me number 2.
Number 2, Devin Goda. Anything but 4,128 is a winner.
Please.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. You got it.
How did that feel?
Oh my God, it was so great! It was so great! Like, it is so cool to win the game.
And then you gave one of the girls a hug.
I did. I ran right up to the girl.
Okay,
Maybe
so
a little aggressive.
what
Maybe
we'll
a little
do, we'll break, we'll come back because we have Lunchbox spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
And then you heard he did make the Showcase Showdown. Then we have Lunchbox guessing prices for the Showcase Showdown. And if you didn't hear from yesterday's show, we will not reveal what happened at the end until we come back. Everybody good?
Yes.
Take a breath. We'll be back in 1 second.
Holy crap, I just turned on Price is Right as stinking Lunchbox gets called to the stage, kisses shoes, wins. Unbelievable. Awesome. Later.
So in the last segment, Lunchbox got called down very first. It took him 3 rounds to get up on stage. He hits the game, and now it's where you grab the wheel and you spin the wheel. And because you'd won the most, you were third?
Yeah, because the other two lost. So I was the big winner for those 3 games. I got to spin last.
And so he had to beat 80 cents.
Oh,
they both had hit 80 cents. That's the great part about going third, right? You get to see what other people did.
Yeah, you know what you need.
Okay, so here's Lunchbox spinning the wheel for the showcase. It's 2 different spins.
You got to beat an 80, Daniel. Good luck, buddy.
Daniel's Lunchbox, by the way.
You want to say hi to someone?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my 3 boys, my wife, American, all my dogs back at the crib, mom and dad, brother and sister, nieces and nephew. Let's go. Give me $1.
85's going to sue. 30. One more spin.
Oh, okay,
Please.
pause. What are you thinking when you only got 30?
I'm thinking this is going to take a miracle. This is going to take a miracle.
What did it almost land on?
85.
Oh, that would have been.
It did like the wheel when it goes tink.
Yes.
Oh.
And you know what I first thought? I was like, I don't have good luck with wheels. The wheel in the studio always lands on me. It gives me bad luck. It gives me nightmares, PTSD. And so I was like, man, I could have just had one spin, been done. But no, here we go. We need a miracle, folks.
You need at least 50 to go to tie.
Yep.
55 or more to win.
Yep.
Here we go.
85's going to sue. 30. One more spin.
Please.
50.
Come on. 60. Where are
70.
you? 60.
60 for a 90.
60. 60. Stop.
You're on your way to the showcase for the 90.
Oh, was
Right
it 60?
now. Showcase for the 90.
All right, let him scream.
You got a bendy.
Oh my
So
God.
you're allowed to have a donut. If you're on a diet, you want to have a donut, help yourself. You just got a bendy on the wheel. Check us out on Facebook. We're at The Price is Right CBS.
Okay.
By the way, he's in a full tux, just so you can visualize
Yeah,
it. He's in
yeah.
a full tux.
But when it got to 60, it went all the way through the 60 and all the way up and then came back down. Like it was an inch from clicking over to 15 cents and my life would have been curtains. It would have been over.
Do you think the wheel was heavier than you thought it was? Lighter than you thought it was?
Lighter than I thought it was.
Because you probably gave it a big heave ho and it went.
Yeah, and because I saw the one lady in front of me, she fell down because it was so heavy. And I was like, oh, and I thought Marilyn, they were worried she was going to need help, but she did a great job. And then I got up there, I was like, oh, I did it. Because I always worried, man, what if I don't get it all the way around?
That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, it'd be embarrassing.
Ray, play this voicemail, please.
Oh my goodness. I am watching Lunchbox's episode of The Price is Right, and I expected absolutely nothing less of him. But I also don't understand how they didn't kick him off the show for being as crazy as he was. So Lunchbox. Love the show. Bye.
Okay, we are now at the Showcase Showdown, and I'm gonna give you a brief recap of what he told us yesterday. He gets on. You're against a woman. What did she win?
She won a trip to Banff.
Oh, that's cool.
Canada.
Oh, wow.
Canada, yeah.
Okay, so Lunchbox is playing this woman, but she had won a bigger thing than he had won.
Right.
So she gets to decide in the Showcase Showdown, and they're like, here's a trip to Thailand, here's a trip. And she's like, pass.
Yeah, it was a trip to Thailand, a trip to Greece, a trip to New Orleans.
She passed it to Lunchbox. So Lunchbox is Showcase Showdown in a tuxedo, one of the 2 people up on stage. And so this is Lunchbox guessing the price of those 3 trips, right? That's this clip, right? There's no reveal of the numbers yet.
I think so.
Oh, you didn't pull the clips?
I didn't pull the clips,
okay,
man.
just hit the clip.
Daniel,
Come on.
you also bid
No,
32,000.
Oh, yeah, wait, this is the end one. Okay.
Stop.
Okay. So you had bid on those 3 trips. How much?
$32,000.
And her, it was a couple crappy things, like a bunch of old, T-shirts, nostalgic T-shirts. What else was it?
Pac-Man arcade game.
And then the big one.
4 DVDs.
And a Bronco.
And a brand new Ford Bronco.
So she was waiting for the car
Yeah.
because she wanted the car. So what did she bid on that?
$32,000.
And her number came up, and it was?
41,000 something. So she was off by 9,000.
But she was below, so she's still in the game.
Yes. And you know what is funny? Just go ahead.
Wait, no, tell me what's funny.
I'll tell you after.
Okay, so she's still in, but he's bid on his trip
$32,000.
So as long as he doesn't go over, pretty much, he's going to nail this. All right, hit it.
Daniel,
Come on.
you also bid $32,000 for a trip to New Orleans, trip to Greece, trip to Thailand.
Please.
Actual price is $31,301. Just over. Just over by $699. Sorry, man. You missed it by $699. He was closest, but he was over.
Oh,
That
man, that's
is
tough.
hard to hear.
Oh man.
And then what did he do?
Did they show you falling on the ground?
Yeah, I collapsed, man.
They show it?
Yeah, they showed it. They showed it.
So what were you about to say then?
The funny thing is, after we bid, there's a break because they got to go in the back and get all the cards and everything. And she looks at me and she goes, "What did you bid?" And I said $32,000. She goes, "Oh no, I definitely lost." She goes, "Because I bid $32,000. You're gonna win." She thought she had lost.
Interesting.
And so in my emotion, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just won the Showcase Showdown." When she bid $32,000, I also thought, "Oh, it's curtains, boys and girls. I am going on an airplane."
How does it work? Like she did 32,000 and then you guessed. Did you know she had guessed?
No, I guessed first.
Oh, you guessed first. Okay. Because I
And
was
as
like,
soon
that's
as-
weird they guessed the same thing.
Right. But it was devastating, man.
Okay.
I don't think it should be devastating. You got on the stage, you gave yourself the best opportunity, and then you won. Like you won the mid-level, and then you won the wheel spin.
Yeah, this is so epic. Maybe Lunchbox, you will now realize like the world isn't against you.
And let me tell you, I played the entire game. That is your goal. The goal is to win. But I got to play every step of the way, and it was amazing. And you know what's crazy is when the credits were rolling for the first time ever in Price is Right, they had a camera on me side stage. They showed me like devastated. I didn't know the camera was, because they take you off the stage.
You were devastated?
Like I was just back there going, oh, because it was $600. Like and I didn't know it. But you watch the show, and as the credits are rolling, they get away from the winner, and they show me backstage, like, covering my face for the first time in history.
How hard was it not to tell people? And how do you know first time in history?
He doesn't know that.
Someone online said that.
Okay. How hard was it not to tell everybody?
So hard. So hard. I had to come up with, like, ideas on what I was going to say. Like, to you guys, the next day when you're like, so what happened? I was like, man, I've got to have a story about the next 2 days of what I'm going to tell them and what's going to go on and in my head and like, how did it go down? And so I saved a few pictures, like, and I waited to post, and I was like, all right, this is, when I'm here day 3. So that way I'm not going to have my phone out as much because I didn't want to give it away. I was just so hard. I mean, every day I thought someone was going to say, hey man, did you really get on? No, man, no. And people ask you, all you guys, bring it up. And callers leaving voicemails. I'm like, guys, stop leaving voicemails. Please. Because the more you bring it up, the more someone's going to look at me.
Did you like that we were tied up when the show was on yesterday?
No. Well,
because again, we had a client meeting right when the show was on locally. So we weren't able to watch it and then we went right into that into something else. And so I didn't even check if he got on, which again, I was just looking for crowd pictures of him in the crowd. Until like 11, we were still up here doing on our YouTube page.
Yeah. No, I wish you guys we could have turned it on.
Watched it live?
Yeah, because your reaction would have been phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
It also sounded like he's going, phenomena. Phenomena. We will talk more about this today in our part 2 podcast, which is only on the podcast feed. But where does this rank in your life moments?
Number 2.
Behind?
Prom King.
No, this can't be behind Prom King. This is better than Prom King.
This is way better.
You got to move on, dude. Move on.
We don't get to pick your order. You get to pick your order, and if that's your instinct is Prom King, then stick with it.
But it was, I got to be honest, to hear Drew Carey laugh like that when I was on stage, like that was pretty awesome.
I bet that's first time in
like
history.
He was keeled over. Like
Yeah, he was.
Does he use a small mic, like den mic, like Bob Barker? He does.
Yeah.
Is that like in homage to Bob Barker? Like he still uses that because Bob Barker did?
I think it looks better on TV too. And they said, oh no, this is what they said. I remember them saying this. They use it because a big mic is intimidating. They found a lot of people got scared, like tensed up when there's a big mic. When it's very small and thin,
like small mics,
it's not as intimidating.
That is awesome. It's crazy how the whole thing played out. Did you even go up for Doubleday?
No.
Valentine's Day? Yeah.
Valentine's Day was the same day that I was there. They filmed 3 episodes in the day, so I saw all the Valentine's Day people.
I want to make something clear too. Hey, Scuba Steve, you didn't have a connection that got him on. People are now.
Oh yeah, no, there's no.
People are saying that you had a connection. Did you have a connection?
No, I did not.
You did not. And I didn't have a connection. I didn't pull any strings. I don't know anybody to pull strings.
No, we had the gut feeling of like if he goes out there and brings that person,
get on.
for easily going to get on.
Yeah, because what they're looking for is
that.
like
Yes.
he fits all the
Well, we
and
were
he
so
shows up in a
shocked.
tux. It's like, okay, that guy's perfect.
So what it yesterday was he didn't get the job. He had to announce that for the baseball team here
Correct.
in town.
Yeah, that was tough.
And then it was he got on Price is Right. Would you have rather got the job and not got on Price is Right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
No.
No.
Score one for Lunchbox.
It's pretty good.
We will go live on our YouTube page later and talk more about this, or you can check it out on the podcast. Search for the Bobby Bone Show podcast. That is a freaking plus. Congratulations.
Good job, man.
Lunchbox.